Hello viewers and my dear students, welcome again to projection of lines. This is session 8 on projection of lines where we will be doing the main problems. See here, as I have told you, as I have been telling you again and again, for a problem, for a line problem which is inclined to both HPVP, front view as well as top view will not be in true length. Okay, the line will not only be inclined to HP but also inclined to VP. I've shown you in the earlier session only the mechanism behind that, how it is tilted with one point P fixed, point Q is a moving point, point P is a fixed point, Q is a moving point in that way. Okay, you can either move it towards observer or towards VP and all that, so that the line will be inclined to both HP as well as VP. In this complex position, you are supposed to write the corresponding front view on top. That is what we are doing. Now you have another problem where line is inclined to both HU and VP. See here, NP of a line PQ is 15 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. This is anyway not a parameter. Whatever they give it, right? NP is 15 mm above HP, 30 mm in front of VP, you do. NQ of the line is 15 mm in front of VP. What is this? This is NQ of the line is 15 mm in front of VP means, don't you think it is a locus in the top view? NQ of the line is 15 mm in front of VP means it is a locus of the line in the top view. That means NQ locus. That means it is 15 mm in front of VP. The line measures 75 mm. That means the true length of the line measures 75 mm with its top view measuring 50 mm. That means they are given the true length, they are given the top view also, they are given the locus also. With this, you have to draw the projections both in the, that is, you have to draw the projection, that is, you have to draw the front view as well as the top view. Okay. Now you see here, you see carefully, P dash and P are located 15 mm above HP, 30 mm in front of VP. Okay. This you do, XY line, VP, HP. In that way, P dash and P you locate 15 above, 30 in front. Then I have given you one end Q of the line is 15 mm in front of VP. That means at 15 mm in front of VP, you draw this locus line. Okay. Now it is clear that end Q you have moved nearer to VP. If 15 mm, let us say 60 mm. Okay, if 60 mm, if it is here, end Q is towards observer. Now it is not like that. With compared to P, this Q is away. That means Q is towards VP. Had this 15 mm, let us say 70 mm, I would have written 70 mm here, correct now? Then the Q would have been nearer to observer. Okay, that is the locus. That means Q, you will get it on the locus only. As a result, Q is nearer to observer. But here, without your knowledge, when 15 mm in front of VP means, you should know very well, when you cut the thing and all that, Q will be on this anyway. That means Q is the nearer to VP. Okay, not nearer to observer. Anyway, this one parameter I have already written at 15. Then, this is the true length of the line. You see here, the true length of the line is 75 mm, what they are given in the problem. Okay, true length you cut 75. Then, once you cut the true length, immediately I have told you several times, don't forget the procedure. Once the true length is found, the corresponding other view should be parallel to XY line. Otherwise, if a view is parallel to XY line, corresponding other view should be in true length. Anything you adopt, but you should do it properly. Okay, this is the true length, PQ1. Immediately, the corresponding front view parallel to XY line you draw. Okay, that means how many parameters I have already got? 15 mm, that is locus in the top view. Okay, this is one parameter. True length is another parameter. Two parameters. They give one more parameter. With one more parameter out of several parameters, I'll give only one parameter. Okay, let us say I have given the top view here. That means top view is 50 means since the locus is already known here, 50 mm as the radius, P as center, 50 as the radius, cut on the locus. You get the top view. Correct? No? The top view. Then immediately take a projector to the front. Somewhere here you get Q dash. Okay, Q dash. Now how to get Q dash? This is Q means end projector, no? this Q dash and Q is an end projector. Okay, this since you already have got the top view here, front view should get somewhere here only. Okay, Q dash somewhere here only. Now how to do? True length in the top view, corresponding other view parallel to XY line, which you can rotate, till it cuts end projector or locus. Now you rotate this till it cuts end projector or locus. Now locus is not there, at least end projector is there. In that way, wherever it cuts, that becomes Q dash, and if you join, P dash Q dash will be the front view. Did you follow? That is why you recollect whatever I have told you, carefully read while studying yourself. Okay, carefully study. See here, even I told you, no, rotation of front view or top view parallel to XY line, you will get true length and true inclination. Even that way also, rotation of front view parallel to XY line and hitting against the locus, you will get the true length only. That's the thing. Otherwise, other way converse is, if true length is found, corresponding other view parallel to XY line, which you can rotate till it cuts end projector or locus. Now here you didn't have locus, you had the end projector. Wherever you get Q dash, okay, wherever it cuts Q dash, there you draw the locus. Okay. Now, as you know here, three parameters already given. One is 15, locus in the top view. One is true length, one is top view. That means you have to measure all other things. This is alpha. Alpha means what? Apparent inclination of the line with respect to HP. Alpha. Then this is beta. Apparent inclination of the line with respect to VP. And this is phi. That is true inclination of the line with respect to VP. But true inclination of the line with respect to HP is not there. That also you do. One procedure what you know is, you know 75 mm, no? This is 75 anyway. Take this 75 with P dash as center, cut 75 and get this theta directly. Otherwise also you stick to one procedure. Rotation of front view or top view parallel to XY line and hitting against the locus, you will get the true length and true inclination. In that way, make this parallel to XY line. You see here, make it parallel to XY line. This top view, make it parallel to XY line and hit against the locus. Then you get the true length, no? This P dash, Q1 dash, if it is the true length, this if you measure, it will be equal to 75 only. Okay, it will be equal to 75. Any procedure you adopt, but the problem has to be correct and you measure, then alpha, beta, theta, phi and all that. If you see here, I have measured, this is alpha, front view inclination of the line with respect to HP. Theta is true length of the line, okay? True length, true inclination of the line with respect to HP. Then you say call this as beta, okay? This beta, no? This beta I called. This beta is top view inclination of the line with respect to VP and phi is true inclination of the line with respect to VP. In that way, you are able to complete one very good problem given in the exam. Okay, see here, this is in a 8th problem in the VTU textbook and all that. Okay. Now you see here another problem. ND of the line AB is 50 mm above HP and is lying in VP. That means ND of the line AB is 50 mm above HP take and is lying in VP means A should be on XY line. A dash 50 mm above. Anyway, it's not a parameter. Whatever they say, you do. Now you search for three parameters. The top view is inclined at 30 degrees to VP and measures 80 mm. Okay. The top view of the line is inclined at 30 degrees to VP and measures 80 mm. Two parameters they are given. Draw projections of this line when the other end of this line is touching HP. Carefully you see, very interesting, very important, very crucial problem from the examination point of view, where unless you know the concepts, you can't do. See here, the top view of the line is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Top view is inclined at 30 degrees to VP means beta they are given and they are given the top view length also 80. Two parameters are already over and you will be searching for the third parameters. The third parameter says draw projections of the line when the other end of this line is touching HP means your other end AB, no, B dash should be on XY line. That means XY line itself is the locus in the front view because the other end of the line is touching HP. Please understand this. That means locus in the front view is XY line itself because other end of the line is touching HP. Once you know this three parameters, you can comfortably complete it. Okay. Now you see here one end of the line 50 mm above HP and is lying in VP. Correct, no? 50 mm above HP, A dash and A you locate. After drawing XY, VP, HP you draw. Then you see this. I have given the top view measures 80 mm and is inclined at 30 degrees to XY line. This I think I have given this. You see here, the top view of the line is inclined at 30 degrees to VP and measures 80 mm. In that way, this is the top view, not true length. That is why I directly darkened it. I have darkened this AB 30 degree and 80 mm you do this. Okay. Now you see here. How to get B dash? You know very well. Other two parameters are already over. Anyway, this is not a parameter. 30 degree, 80 mm, two parameters are already over. Third parameter is they have given one hint that draw projections of the line when the other end of the line is touching HP means, okay, when the other end of the line is touching HP means, other end of the line is what B is touching HP means that B dash should be on XY line. B is here, that means corresponding B dash should be on XY line only. Can you understand this? Okay, that means three parameters are there. Okay, then join A dash, B dash only. I have drawn B dash on XY line because of the third parameter. The other end of the line is touching HP. That is why B dash you put it here. Okay, now once you have this, this is anyway alpha. If you draw horizontal, this is anyway beta. True inclination, you have to do all that. For that, I told you rotation of the front view or top view parallel to XY line will give you true length and true inclinations. In that way, you see here, I draw one horizontal line. Can you understand? Front view, I have made it parallel to XY line. Okay, when it is parallel to XY line, okay, it is parallel to VP. In that way, it is when it is made parallel to XY line, this distance and this distance above HP are same, parallel to HP. Naturally, its true length should be seen in the top view. Otherwise, you make it as a rule. Rotation of front view parallel to XY line. That is, in this position is parallel to HP. True length should be seen in the top view. Parallel to XY line and hitting against the locus, you should get the true length. And this will be true inclination phi. In the same way, rotate top view parallel to XY line. And the locus is here only. In that way, here only you have B2, B2 dash, everything and all that. Once rotate it parallel to XY line and hit against the locus, locus is here only. In that way, you join this also. Then in that way, you are getting true length, true inclinations, everything. Now here the three parameters what they are given is, this is 30 degree is one parameter, 80 is one parameter. Since you have all B dash, you put it on XY line means XY line itself is the locus in the front view. That is the third parameter. Now you measure this as true inclination of the line with respect to HP, alpha, apparent inclination of the line with respect to HP. This is beta, apparent inclination of the line with respect to VP. This is theta, phi, that is apparent inclination, true inclination of the line with respect to VP. But here, beta has been given. But what you have to finally determine is, one is alpha you have to determine, one is theta you have to determine, one is phi you have to determine. You measure these things and list it out, and all the students should get the same answer. See here, alpha, theta and phi, you measure this and list it out here, all the students should get the same answer. Okay, this is in fact 14th problem in the university textbook. Okay, now this you be careful here. This type of problems normally you get where you have to think after drawing XY line, VP, HP and all that. A dash and A you are located because A is lying on VP, and top view they are given. Okay, top view they are given 30 degrees also, 80 mm you do AB. Since locus in the front view is XY line only, immediately get B dash here. A dash, B dash you got, AB you got. Rotation of front view parallel to XY line and hitting against the locus, you get the true length and true inclination. Rotation at top view parallel to XY line, you will get true length and true inclination as I just now told you. Okay, now we come to the end of session 8 on projection of lines. We will continue in session 9. The other problems connected with projection of lines. Okay, thank you viewers, thank you my dear students for watching. Thank you again, thank you.